Hello and welcome to another episode of our JavaScript series. In this video, you will learn how to create and call JavaScript functions. Let's start here. What is a function? Let's say, for example, you like coffee so much, you've created your own coffee making robot. And every time you need a cup of coffee, this robot performs the following functions. It adds coffee, adds sugar, adds milk, adds water, and stir your coffee. It's smart and nice to have a robot this one, right? Now, imagine having to manually instruct this robot to carry out these tasks every time you need a cup of coffee. I'm sure you'll agree that this will be a tiring exercise. A more convenient way to instruct your robot to perform these tasks will be through the use of a function. A function can simply be defined as a block of code that is designed to perform a particular task. To create a function, first we use the keyword function followed by the name of the function. Here we use the same naming conventions we use for variables. For example, the use of camel case. Another example is that function names can include but cannot start with numbers. I discussed these conventions in detail in the episode on variables. Please feel free to check that episode out. After the function name, we add open and close parentheses. If the function has arguments, those arguments will be specified within the parentheses. I'm not going to include arguments here. We discuss them in detail in later episodes of this series. After the parentheses, we add a pair of curly braces. And it is inside these curly braces where we will write our lines of code. Now, on the coffee making robot, the function will group all these instructions and execute them as a single unit. And that will be more convenient than when instructions are made individually. In order for the instructions to be carried out, all you need to do is to call a function. For example, here, if I click Control Enter, nothing happens. So these alerts that we have created here inside, we are not seeing them. So for us to see them, we will have to call this function. Now, in order for the instruction to be carried out, all we need to do is to call the function, and there are different ways to call a function in JavaScript. The most common way is to use the function name and the parentheses like so. So I'm going to use the function name. The function name is make coffee, okay, like so, and a pair of parentheses. And let me close this off with a semicolon like so. Now you will see when I click Control Enter, we get that pop up with the first instruction or the task that is performed by our beloved coffee making robot. And then you'll see that when I click OK, it moves to the next instruction: add sugar, add milk, add water, and so on and so on. And that is how convenient using the function would be on a coffee making robot. Now, with that, we've come to the end of our discussion. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.